Hi, it's Jane Dagmy, Senior Fashion Editor at Furniture Today. I am here at Spectra Home with Greg Carey, Director of Merchandising and Product Development at Spectra Home. And hello, it's great to be here.
Hello, it's so good to have you here. I'm thrilled that you're here.
Yeah, I know you have a lot of new product here. And
Yeah, a lot.
And you've been here, you started at Spectra in December.
That is correct, yep.
So this is your first market where your stamp is on a lot of the furniture.
Yeah, exactly right. Last market when we got here, product had already been developed. So there was product that was in the pipeline, and we dressed it up and did what we did in the with the showroom. But this is the first market that where it's actually I've got product in here that.
And you were excited about it, and I'm
Yeah,
excited.
so
There's a lot to see. Over 24 new sofa groups in here altogether.
Yeah, there are 24 sofa groups and 23 or 24 new accent chairs. So there's
a lot of new product.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go look at some product.
Yeah, that's
okay.
All right, great. In this whole area here, we have slip-covered goods, which is a huge part of our business, and it's growing all the time. So this market, I took a couple of our frames that we were doing a lot of business with as fully upholstered and put slips on them. Like this sofa right here is our Celeste. It's 104 inches long, and it's deep, and it is this kind of like climb in and sit down.
This feels really good. Now, what is the fabric on this?
Okay, interesting. This cover is actually a cover that's produced by a mill called STI, and this is part of their Revolution Plus program, which are covers that they make that it's just for slipcover furniture, and it has that feel almost like a cotton duck or a cotton twill, depending upon the cover.
Yeah. And
what's really cool about this stuff is it's 100% polypropylene solution dyed, so any color or pigment it's introduced into the fabric when the fabric is still in liquid form. So what happens is you can clean this fabric, you can spot clean it with bleach, and as a slipcover, women are always saying, God, I'd love to have a white sofa, but my husband's a pig.
You can.
Exactly right. Who cares about the dogs and the kids and all of that stuff? Because if it gets dirty, you just take the slipcover off, throw it in the washing machine.
So this is completely machine washable.
Completely machine washable, yeah. And it's fantastic stuff.
I see a lot here that I love. So.
Yeah, me too.
I love the bench cushion. I mean, bench cushions.
And we did this because one of our best-selling sectionals is this guy right over here. It's the Dune sectional. And we've never had a sofa version of it. So we did a 96-inch sofa version with a bench seat, and I love bench seat cushions.
Yeah.
You can't have them all over the place because not everyone loves them as much as I do.
Right.
But we did a 96-inch version here, and we also did around the corner a version that's an 84-inch. So we have like a little studio version of the Dune right here.
Still really deep. This could actually still be a guest. A guest could sleep on here if you needed to do it, right?
Yeah, certainly, yeah.
Yeah, and this is also
this is also a Revolution Plus fabric. Yep.
Yeah, it's very soft. Performance fabrics have come such a long way, right?
It's absolutely amazing, and the way that they also do this with after it comes out of production, and there's not a backing on it, so it does have that soft, supple feel. Very similar to cotton. I mean, it's not cotton, but it's good.
It's good. It's comfortable.
And most importantly, it's resonating on the retail floor. There aren't many times that the retail salespeople are asking for a certain product. I mean, normally it's I need a gray sofa, but retail salespeople are asking for this fabric in particular because one of the reasons is, first, it's super durable, you can clean it and all that stuff, but it prices out right about where regular fabrics price out. So you get this performance story without saying, okay, this sofa right here is $9.99, but if you want it in a performance fabric, it's $13.99.
Right.
It's like trading the same dollars, so on the retail floor, it's just easy for them to sell. So I think that's probably primarily why we're seeing the kind of success with that fabric that we are.
Where are we going now?
All right.
Totally different mood in here.
Yeah, in this room, we're kind of nodding and tipping our hat to more of that mid-century element, which, as a category, it's huge. We're seeing product that was designed and developed back in the 40s, 50s, and even into the 60s And the buyers today are now, they have this emotional connect. It's resonating with them. They're seeing a sofa and they're thinking, oh my God, my grandmother had a sofa like that, or that kind of, so there's this real emotional, or my parents, or whatever it is. And so this is a category. I'm betting that we see this as a category, it's going to go, well, it'll be the next 10, 12, 15 years anyway.
This is a leather.
This particular frame is a leather, and you'll notice that it's obviously a tight back, tight arm on the seam to the channeling in the leather. That's actually kind of a carryover from what was being done in the car industry back in the day. You remember bench seats in cars? Front?
Yes, of course.
Yeah. So that was kind of a carryover from that. This thing I really love because we did it in leather, but the seat cushions we did in 100% wool mohair. So you've got this, once again, this really luxuriant, rich, cover that is just working.
Sheen.
It really does. It
Yeah.
just has. It's just really, really cool.
Well, mohair is that special fabric. You don't see it that much.
No, you really. Well, and primarily because it's
Cost.
insanely expensive. But it's it's a natural fiber, the same way that leather is, and it wears like iron, like leather. So it kind of makes sense to pair them together. And I love the
Very
contrast.
clubby feeling here.
It does have
Yeah,
kind of a clubby
I feel
feeling.
clubby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you can also buy this with the
Leather.
leather cushion as well if you choose to. And this frame over here, this is actually a frame that already at market has gotten just a great response. Excuse me, sorry
Yes,
about that.
sorry, I'm
Go
good.
ahead. And it's a little unusual just in terms of the fact that it sits about 17 inches, the seat height's about 17 inches. So it's a little more European in its sit and its feel, and it's super deep. And this happens to be a frame that this particular silhouette in Australia right now, it's doing tons of business. And my counterpart in China said to me, we have got to look at this frame. I mean, it's a little different, but and I said, yeah, let's take a look. And I saw it and I was like, oh my God, I love it. So we did it in this 100% polyester kind of crushed velvet feel. I love the cover, I love the frame.
It has a very European feel. Like I can see it in one of those old, sort of beautiful, ornate townhomes, with all classical detail, and then you do the modern
I get, yes,
furniture.
maybe some low lighting, and I get it. I think I think we're going to do really well with that. The response has been just fantastic so far. Thank God.
Okay. Lots of nail heads.
There certainly are. Now, one of the other things that we've done.
I'm just enjoying this.
That's okay.
Relaxation.
That's like brand new for us that we're really excited about is Spectra Furniture has actually purchased a home entertainment seating system company called Row One. And at Row One, there's all kinds of options and things that you can do. And obviously you have like for example, right here, you have these lighted cup holders and the chair, where it's this one right here. It actually has heat and massage in it, and
All the
buttons,
controls are right there.
So it's all, you hit the button and you recline. You hit the button and it stops reclining. I mean, all of that, all those kinds of things are really cool. But in the whole kind of this home theater kind of category, one of the things and Robert Cribbs, who's the president of our company, this is his stuff, his design. This is all kind of birthed from his creativity. One of the things that he did here that's really, really cool and unusual in this category is it's incredibly versatile. And each of these pieces are individual pieces. So there's a right arm, there's a left arm, and there's an armless piece in the middle. And you can put as many of these pieces together as you want. And even the middle piece reclines. So everyone sitting down in this thing has a recliner. It's not just like the two lucky people on the end.
Right.
And there are corner pieces, so you can kind of build this around a corner. You can make it larger or smaller. And there's just a lot of cool story with this. Some of this, his inspiration for a lot of this, like this back, for example. This was the back that was in Elvis Presley's 1954 Cadillac. And he saw that back seat and thought, oh, how cool would this be to do that? And, there's
Definitely a lot of car styling.
Yeah, there is a lot of that
one.
element. Yeah, there's the 1960, I believe it's 1964 Mustang.
That's a very hot one.
So it's just, yes, especially in the red. Red's always hot
And
anyway.
it feels so buttery too. I mean, I
Yeah, it's a
put my
nice
hand
leather.
over-
And all the leathers that we're using, and all of this product over here, it's all, you know, top full grain leathers, and it's just super, super nice stuff. High quality, it's really functional, and it really gives Spectra a reach that we've never had before. So we're thrilled to be able to kind of, you know, get into this category and try to exploit it the way we do everything else.
I'm sure this area gets very populated.
Oh
well,
my
it all
God.
probably gets towards the end of the day.
It certainly
people are coming
does, yeah.
over. All right. So
And there are just a couple of things
yeah.
I also want to point out here that have been responded to really well.
Yes.
And again, kind of getting back to the whole mid-century element, there's some design things that we have incorporated, like this whole idea of, you know, the bolster pillow positioned inside the inside arm and the cushion, and the way the back cushion tees over that thing. You know, that happened a lot in the late 50s, early 60s. So as a design element, you know, we incorporated that in a couple of places.
Something that Don Draper would have in his office.
Absolutely
maybe.
right. That's.
Well, the fabric also, that tweedy fabric
Yeah.
to me feels very modern, mid-century.
Yeah, it was, because a lot of those textured covers were very popular back then. It was really interesting back when all of those guys were doing all that really cool hip stuff back in the day that they were calling modern furniture. You know, gray was like really popular, and tan was really popular. But so was teal and orange and bright red. I mean, it ran the gamut, and those guys used everything. They mixed media. They do wood and metal and plastic. And
They were experimenting, right? Coming out of the war, it was like, let's see what new innovations.
That's exactly right. Yeah, and there was, and that was, I think, the attitude in that whole era. There was that kind of we're not afraid.
No,
and
optimism.
Yeah, let's
right?
pioneer and do something new, and let's be something. And I think it's kind of. It's representative of who we were as a people. And again, I think that's one reason why so many consumers today, they really resonate with a lot of this kind of styling. It's feel-good stuff.
Yeah.
And you see a lot of that, the same kind of elements here, again with the channel back, you know, and this guy right here. And here's just another updated version of a Chesterfield. And you know, it's obviously modernized a little bit. It kind of has more of a track arm, but you'll notice that there's a real super soft curve to the back, the outside back, and everything we produce has downblend seats, downblend pillows, so when you sit down in it, you know, the ride is just, it's second to none.
This velvet also, besides feeling really good, I'm feeling like it's iridescent. I mean, I see
This does have
purple
that
in
kind
it,
of,
and
a little bit of that kind of feel to it, yeah. The mill named it granite, but it has more of a
little,
almost a raisiny kind of iridescent tonal quality to it, which I just love. And then lastly, one of the last things that I'd like to kind of point out to you that's been a huge success for us this market is this sofa right here. And it is a pure throwback to the days of that whole mid-century modern, the stuff when we talk about, you know, some of the designers that are doing some of the most cool stuff. This is the kind of stuff that they did, and they did it so well with the, you know, the outside wood and these a lot of times walnutty kind of finishes.
Right. And so is that a walnut finish? I was going to ask you.
Yes.
I love that rich brown finish, and it just looks like the sofa is structural, you know, just supported by the structure.
Yeah, and it is, actually, yes. Yep. And it's, you know, doing a tight back like this, especially one that's button tufted, it's difficult. It is difficult. It's not impossible, but it's difficult to get the pitch and the ride just right. It's so oftentimes you'll sit in a sofa that has a tight back, and it's like, it's not great. And the reason is it's just hard to do. And we worked on this thing a lot. And what we came out with, what we ended up with is, I mean,
it's comfortable. We're big, you know, we're big people.
Yeah, tall and all that. And you know, I think probably one of the greatest things about this company and this line is, dollar for dollar, there's not anyone for the quality that goes into this with the 8-way hand tied and the, you know, the kiln dried wood and down and all of that story. At these price points, I mean, I don't know anyone in the industry that's better than us. And there's a lot of great companies out there, but.
And what about lead times and stocking and things like that?
Okay, it's a great point. 90% of what you see in our showroom, we actually have warehoused in California and in North Carolina. But anything that we make, we'll put any fabric on any frame. Most frames will take leather or fabric. Heck, I'll put leather on the outside of a frame and cloth on the inside. And if you don't like the silver nail heads, we'll make them brass.
A lot of options.
All of that kind of stuff. And we're delivering, we promise guaranteed delivery to our customer's door in 10 to 12 weeks. Bringing goods in from abroad and being able to do a customizable program that has that kind of delivery is just, it's unheard of. I mean, I'm super proud of the product, the company, and what's happening. It's pretty fantastic.
That's great. So we're not even officially really the first day of market. I mean, because it starts tomorrow. So this is slightly pre-market. So how's it going?
It's been, the response already has been, it's been remarkable. We've had a handful of, our top prospects, the guys that are, it's not just the top 100, but the top 50. And we've had response. We actually had a major retailer in earlier today that committed to buy the line and place an order at market, because we have guaranteed all of our customers that if they place an order by November 1st, it will be delivered to them before January 1st. Here. Not like on the water.
Right.
It'll be delivered here. And so January 1st, everyone wants to beat that date anyway. So it was compelling enough that we actually,
Good.
people are writing business, we're writing containers, and it's exciting. It's exciting times.
Yes, excellent. Is there anything else that you want to go to, or are we?
Actually, there are a couple of smaller accent chairs that we did that have also gotten a lot of kind of attention. That I'd love to show you if we can.
Let's end
if
up
you'll give me
there.
another
Let's
minute,
end
okay.
up there. The caning is beautiful, by the way. I love the caning.
Yeah, isn't that fantastic?
Yes.
And that's actually a new finish that we did on that. But there are 3 chairs here that I'd kind of like to highlight.
Yep.
This guy, and again, with a nod to more of that mid-century kind of look and feel, with the soft curves and the straight lines. But we've also kind of incorporated in this little nail head treatment, that shoe nail tack, which kind of, it's bumping against more of that kind of deconstructed look and feel. So there's a fusion here that's going on that's really cool. And this happens to we're showing this and warehousing this in a performance fabric as well. So that's been responded to really well. This guy has been responded to remarkably well.
Swivel.
Yeah, with the metal base. And it's also in like a really rich chenille. Please, please, please. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, we need to get some other kids in here pushing you around and spinning you.
Yeah, kids like me.
And like me. And the other one is this frame right here. This has also gotten a ton of attention. The frame is it's absolutely gorgeous. The scaling and the scope, the tightness of the back with the buttons, the stitching, and the thing that I think makes this as sexy as it is, and I think it is remarkably sexy, if you can say that about an inanimate object.
Of course you can.
Take a look at this. I mean, the curves on that thing, the lines, the slope, the pitch, everything about it is just, it's dynamite.
Yeah.
And it's been responded to. People have loved it, and we've already sold it. So
it's a great little chair.
Yeah, it really is.
And it looks good from all angles.
Yeah, right. You can put this in a room anywhere. In fact, put 2.
Yes, yes. Well, I have to tell you, this has been fantastic. I mean, there's so many different styles.
Yeah.
Hearing you talk about market and
I'm so excited.
Feeling your passion is
it's
fantastic. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for stopping by. I'm thrilled that you did. Thank you so much,
welcome.
really.